I'm a big fan of action and sport cameras. They allow you to get amazing pictures and videos in all sorts of places you wouldn't normally take a regular camera or a DSLR. Now, we all know who King of the Hill is when it comes to action cameras, GoPro, but today I'm really excited to show you this new camera from Ricoh. It's called the WG-M2. Now, you might be wondering, who is Ricoh? Don't they make photocopiers? Well, Ricoh is a big company, but a few years ago they bought a company called Pentax. Now, Pentax is known for their optical quality. They make amazing camera lenses. And for many years they've had a WG series of underwater cameras, not a sport or action camera. But as Ricoh bought the company Pentax, they've come out with this new action sport camera. Now this is the second version. There's the original WG-M1, but this is the new 2. And there are some amazing features that I can't wait to share with you. One of the reasons I'm so excited about this camera is it can record in 4K. Now, there are other cameras that can record in 4K, but this can record in 4K 30p. So that means it's suitable for filming action sports. And again, the whole idea of having a sport or action camera is you want to film movement. But not only is it just 4K 30p, it has a bit rate of over 100 megabytes per second, much faster than a competitor who has about 60 megabytes per second. And also, going back to the heritage of the Ricoh using Pentax technology, this lens has an amazing ultra-wide angle of over 204 degrees. The nearest competitor, GoPro, has an angle view of about 170 degrees. So if you're filming something like a sport like mountain biking, this is going to give you a super wide angle lens. And the camera has a built-in LCD screen. You don't have to buy a backpack or put it on. You can do functions and review the video right back on the built-in screen. It doesn't need a weatherproof housing. The body itself is super tough. In fact, with this the way it is here, it can go 20 meters underwater. It even can withstand a fall for over 6 feet. So the camera's built tough, out of the box, ready to go. I don't necessarily like to make comparisons between brands, but in this category, it's going to be hard not to compare the big guy. They set the benchmark for action and sport cameras. So a lot of the things I'm going to show you today are compared to this guy here. We all know they're the big guy, so when you're the little guy, you sometimes have to try a little harder. And let me show you some features that really set this camera apart. One of the great features of the Ricoh is the audio quality. I'm a firm believer in sound. Your video has to have good sound. Now, the mics on the Ricoh are built right in the front here to capture excellent sound. With this guy here, when you have the casing over it, your mic is muffled and it's not going to give you near as good a sound as having the mics open to get all the ambience of the sound around you. Because Ricoh is an optical company, they take things like exposure very seriously. They have things like 3 selections of auto white balance. You even have exposure compensation and even different metering modes from spot to multi-segment to ensure you've got the best exposure for the situation. And because it has a built-in LCD, you can see how it looks right on the spot. The Ricoh also has built-in Wi-Fi, so it can communicate with a smartphone or tablet. So now you can easily upload your pictures or videos to any social media site that you like. I didn't want this to be a comparison video between the two models, especially being the Ricoh is a pre-production and I can't show you the image quality, but what I can tell you from the initial specs between the two cameras, if you're looking at this brand, you should look at this because you're going to get some advanced features for hundreds of dollars less. Now, there's one thing. When you look at this guy here, the amount of accessories, hands down, the winner. There are tons of aftermarket mounting options, poles, all those type of things. Now, Ricoh does have some different accessories for mounting, but not near the amount of the big guys. So they're the winner there. However, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. The Ricoh uses a standard tripod mount. Here I've got it on a little Gorilla Pod. The GoPro, I have to use an adapter. But you can also get an adapter for this camera, a little plastic adapter that you can take the Ricoh and use it on the big guy's mounts. So don't be worried or don't be caught off saying, well, I'm really worried about all my mounting options. You can still use all the great mounting options by just getting the adapter for the camera. Not only does this camera look really cool, it has some really great features. From the 4K 30p recording with 100 megabytes per second bit rate, it's going to ensure you really good quality video. And we know Ricoh, which has the history of Pentax behind it, who makes great lenses. We know the optical quality is going to be matched to that 4K recording. It has the built-in screen, so we can check our videos right away. We don't have to put the camera into a housing. It's built waterproof, shockproof, freeze-proof right out of the gate. You don't have to get anything extra for it. Camera's Wi-Fi, so I can upload my images to my smartphone or to my tablet, and I can share all those great images with all my friends. Now, this is a pre-production, so I haven't got a chance to go out and shoot with it, but I can't wait to try as soon as the production models come.